So, chapter 5. Yeah, they came the day the day I left. Classify the triangle. This is chapter 5154 exam review. Classify the triangle by its sides and measuring its angles. I only did like a couple quick measurements here with a corner of a piece of paper. Number 3 is right and 2 sides are marked. So by the angle, it's a right triangle. By the 2 sides congruent, that means it's isosceles. You have to have both parts, that it's right and isosceles. According to these markings, number 4 is equilateral. And if it's equilateral, then we can also assume that it's equiangular. I'm not spelling this right. Angular. Number 5, I don't see anything marked the same, and I think the biggest angle looks like it's bigger than 90 degrees, K. Sure does. So by the angles, that's obtuse. By the sides, I think we call that scalene when they're all different. I thought this one was acute. I thought A might have been right, but when I put a little piece of paper there, it's smaller than a right angle. No, it doesn't. If you put a piece of paper there, it is not making a right angle. It's a little bit smaller. It's probably about 88 or 88 degrees, really. So it's all smaller than 90, makes it acute, and all the sides are different, so that makes it scalene. I have acute hearing. Now, number 15, 16, and 17, the rule's the same. They're on the table. 15, 16, and 17, the rule's the same for all of them. This outside angle is equal to the sum of the 2 angles that they don't touch. So the measure of angle 2 is going to be 75 plus 64. The measure of angle 2 is going to be 75 plus 64. That's going to be 139. Now in 16, this outside angle is equal to the sum of the 2 that it doesn't touch. 2x minus 2 equals x plus 45. If I go through the process of undoing, I'm going to take x away from both sides. I am going to actually wind up adding 2 to both sides. I'm going to just throw that into one step here. X equals 47. If you went through your 2 steps one at a time, you should have got down to x equals 47. Definitely going to have one of these on your exam. Dallas, if you need anything, there's copies here. Definitely going to have problems like this on your exam. We'll go to your 5-4 quiz and look at that when we're done with this. 5-1, 5-4 quiz. Number 17 then is set up the same way. 3x plus 6 equals 24 plus 2x plus 18. Same rule. This angle outside is equal to the sum of the 2 inside. When I put together 24 and 18 on the right-hand side, that gives me 42 plus 2x. I haven't undone anything yet. 3x plus 6 equals 42 plus 2x. I'm going to take 2x's away. Get those over here. I'm going to take away 6. This is going to bring me down to x plus 6. I'm going to take 6 away too, just because I'm running out of room. You can do it in 2 steps. X is going to be equal to 36. So for sure, you're going to see that rule on your exam. Let's go to the back side. Find the value of x. Value of x. X would be 12. This was equilateral. All sides are the same. It's marked equiangular. That means all the sides are going to be the same. Number 8, what is x? This is 2 60-degree angles here. This next one would be 60. That is what would be left from 180. So that means it's equiangular, which means then that the sides are all the same and x is 16. All about this equilateral, equiangular triangle. In number 9, x is 60. If all the sides are the same, all the angles are the same. 180 divided by 3 is 60. If all the sides are the same, all the angles are the same. So 3x equals 60. X is 20. Now, in number 13, I really jacked this one up last hour. I don't know what the heck I was thinking. Kind of having brain farts here. the thing that I'm looking at here, you guys, is because these are all the same side lengths here. Oh, this 13. Because these are all the same side lengths here, all these angles right here, these three angles together are all going to be 60, 60, 60. 60, 60, 60. So that right there, 13, I've already got x is 60 sitting there. Now, what's y? These two side lengths are the same, and I'm looking at y. Y is going to be 60 as well. So that equilateral, equiangular triangle thing clearly is going to come up on your exam. If it's on your review, it's on your exam. Now 14, this one was kind of tricky. In 14, the thing that I want you guys to notice is that 40-degree angle that's sitting up there. That 40-degree angle lies on a line with the peak of this isosceles. So that means this is 140 because they lie on a line. If they lie on a line, they got to be 180. So 40 plus 140 is 180. Now I got to figure out what x is. If x is, this side is x over here, so I'm only focused in on this isosceles triangle now, this part. If the peak of that triangle is 140, that means I have 40 degrees to split between here and here. X is 20. So 20 degrees here, 20 degrees here. Now, if I go and look over here at this other triangle to try to find some measures. No, I don't think so, because this corner is 90. And 20 degrees of the corner is in the other triangle, so this one's going to be 70. So y is going to be whatever 180 minus 70 minus 40 is, and I think actually it is 70. 110 minus 40, yep, y is going to be 20. Now again, I went at that right angle mark, and I knew the part in my orange triangle was 20, so that makes the part in the other part of the green triangle 70. Now when we look at number 15 here, I gotta do my work right there. When I look at 15 here, I got my equiangulars, which means that all these sides are the same. So if that's the case, then that 8y is equal to 40, so y is 5. If those are all equiangular, that means this side's 40. How did I do this one? Two sides are 40 here. How did I figure this one out? Oh, I know. This guy right here is this equiangular. That side is 40, but this angle in here is 60. So that makes this angle 120. And if I focus in on this triangle now to find x, and both of these sides are 40, if I go 180 minus 120, that leaves me 60 degrees to split between these two base angles. So x is going to be 30 degrees. And then last but not least here, I'm going to go, this one's interesting. All these side lengths are the same because of the equiangular. You see what I just marked? All the side lengths here are the same because of the equiangular. The thing about this other triangle too then is these two base angles being the same tells me that this is the same length as all the rest as well. If all of those side lengths are the same, what I'm realizing I can do is say y plus 12 is equal to 5y minus 4. Once I know what that is, I'll go use it to figure out what x is. I'll take y away from both sides. 12 is equal to 4y minus 4. I'll add 4 to both sides. 16 is equal to 4y, so y is 4. Now, if y is 4, then that makes this side length right here, well, what's 4 plus 12? So now I can go find x by saying, all right, well then 3x minus 5 is equal to 16. Add 5 to both sides, I get 3x equals 21. Divide by 3 on both sides, and I get x is 7. Cool. Next move is going to be, let's look at our 5.1, 5.2 quiz, or 5.4.